We're really at the final stretch of everything right now. And the tension, you can feel what's vibrationally happening on the whole planet. We know that this election is coming up and there's just literally chaos everywhere. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people have anxiety. A lot of people are really depressed. A lot of people feel really helpless and hopeless. And it's overwhelming. And I know that we're all at that very place and moment in time right now that we just feel like there's nothing that we can do, but there's always something that we can do. Make sure, and I know that we have talked about this before, that you protect yourself and your family. We know that the left and some very high up people, even in government, are preparing a coup after the election. They are gathering at places in Washington, D.C., and all different major cities across the country. So whatever the results are, obviously in favor of the right, they're not going to accept that. So like we discussed before about having food ready and available, who is to say if you do live in one of these major cities that there won't be looting in all of the major food stores? And if they loot in the food stores, you have no way to go and buy food. So I think it's a good time to be able to prepare yourself and your family with definitely essentials that you may need. But I want people to stay hopeful, because there are millions upon millions of us that want to walk into the light and not into the darkness. And I know that you guys understand what that means. There's so much information that's coming out. There's so much information that that we are seeing and getting, and it literally makes you lose sleep at night. But the most important thing is to keep checking in with people that are giving really good information, all the pages that are giving really good information. If your favorite person was wiped, look for them. Look for them. The light worker people have a job to do, and they're just going to re-sprout up like weeds. So that is the most important thing. If you're not seeing someone's content, go and look for it. Because we know a lot of us, our content is not being shown. So it's very important that you go and look for your favorite sources of information. Go and look for these people. We all need the support, because this is why we are here. We're meant to be here at this very time for this very reason. And things are getting more difficult as the days go on. And it's like, you feel there's no end in sight. And right now there isn't with this. Apparently they want to have this coup and these assemblies of mass chaos up until the inauguration. And we can only hope that that is not the case. But way before then, or well before then, I think that the military will be called in, because we cannot live like this. We cannot continue to, or for citizens to live in fear, for their whole communities to be completely wiped out. We can't afford this in our lives, because a lot of people are going to senselessly die for no reason, because pharmacies are taken out, or your food supply is taken out, or anything else that people have planned that is violent. And we have to stay towards the light. You can't go into the hopelessness. You can't go into the, oh my God, I'm so scared. This is not the time for fear. It's the time to stand up. It's the time to be informed and get as much information as you can so that you can help other people. I know there's a lot of people that say, well, I don't have, armory or anything. Talk to a neighbor that does. Make sure that you have a plan if you needed to. Always have a plan. Just because you don't have something doesn't mean that you lack. It just means you have to figure out a way to have it, even if it's partnering up with other people. Just make sure that you have a plan. So just you have to stay positive. And it's really hard not to slip into that depressed state or that anxious state. But we've come this far, friends. We have come this far. So that's the most important thing, is to just be aware. Try and find out anything you can about your neighborhood, about, the location that you're at, the nearest city that you are living near. If you are in a major city, be on high alert. There are many neighborhood groups on different platforms. If you don't have one, start one now with all of your neighbors so that you guys can have one place that you can gather information as to what is going on and update people about what's happening in your area, town, city, or neighborhood. So I love you guys and thank you for all the support. I don't think we would have been able to get through this without each other. So thank you. I wish everybody well, and we will continue with these videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Krystal Teeny TV. And then follow me on Facebook, Krystal Teeny, and my profile picture says new account. So thank you guys and sending much love.